Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego for Super Nintendo again. So, I've done just a little digging since the last episode where we completed 3 more cases, and I found out that when we complete this next case, we'll be halfway through the game already. So, we will have 15 cases down and 15 more to go. As it's been established the first time you play through this game, there are 30 cases in all. The last one you go after Carmen, and it's probably the hardest one of all. So, let's go ahead and play another case, and I'm going to get a drink of tea while we wait. National treasure stolen from New York. Statue of Liberty's torch, which suddenly reminds me of the bridge from Walk the Dinosaur by Was Not Was that you never hear on the radio. They took the bridge out of the radio edit, just so you know. And we have a female suspect. We know what to do. Let's go do it. And female, exit menu. Let's go to the hotel. See what happens. Exchange rate for foreigns, which means we're going to Budapest. Let's now look for warrant stuff. Croatian wedding customs. I'll need to see if that's in my notes. It is. A good deal in grapes. Well, that's something. I'll put that down for Budapest. And speaking of Budapest, let's go over there right now. Okay, we've read that. We've read that fact already. Let's see what's going on here now. Okay, so we've got our Val henchman. We're on the right track, as always. Sources tell me she asked for directions to the Piranha River. She had a fancy ring on. I want to believe... No, that's not what I wanted. That Lady Agatha isn't the only woman with a ring. She had a nice convertible, and she left in a plane with a sun flag on its wing. That's a new one. She had a limo. I wasted time. Oh, she had a convertible. I was not really paying attention. And of course it's Lady Agatha. Why would it not be Lady Agatha? So, we're looking for a place with a sun flag. And that is Buenos Aires, Argentina. That rules out basically everything. I've never gotten a warrant that leads to nobody. That's something. Have I read this? I think I've read this fact before. Let's just go ahead and go to the hotel. And we have hot air balloon guy kissing his way from left to right again. The exchange rate for bots. I believe that is Bangkok. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to my notes and I had it straight on Bangkok right there. And it had it. That's something. Alright, you. Go to the other side of the screen there. My sources tell me she was researching the history of Ukrainian Easter eggs. That takes us to Moscow. Or Moscow. Let's go ahead and get over there. Russia is the largest country in the world. It occupies almost 1/9 of the Earth's land area. Tutsi wood carving. Something tells me that's gonna be Kigali, Rwanda. By the way, that clue reminded me of the civil war between the Tutsis and the Hutus. I mean, I have no memories of anything that happened in that war. I just remember learning about it in 9th grade social studies class. World geography. She changed her money to rupees, which means it's either going to be New Delhi or Kathmandu. It's Kathmandu. So, we're just tearing through this. Kathmandu, the capital of Nepal, is located high in the Himalayas. Mount Everest, the world's highest peak, is nearby. Let's go to the bank. And we have this guy. Sources tell me she changed her money to dollars. So it's not... Yeah, it's Sydney. Imagine trying to find out where to go with one clue in real life. Wouldn't exactly work very well. The capital of Australia is Canberra, located in the southeast corner of the country between Sydney and Melbourne. I don't know if I read that fact or not. There we go. And it looks like we're gonna find the suspect, Lady Agatha Whalen, in the palace. Are there any palaces in Australia? I'm kind of curious now that I'm actually picturing a palace in Australia, and I can't. So we've returned to Statue of Liberty's torch. I believe we have... Okay, we have 5 more cases until the next promotion. And capital B, lowercase b, lowercase k. I guess I might as well go ahead and go for another case. It still has yet to be 8 minutes yet. So we are now officially halfway through the game, and I'm a little excited because that means this is halfway over. Of course, I'm now kind of slightly depressed because this is halfway over. Viking runes stolen from Reykjavik, Iceland. Male suspect reported the scene of the crime. We know the rest. And let's go ahead and input that part. Then go to the sport club. My sources tell me he asked if it would be dangerous to capture a venomous stonefish. He had a large ring on. So let's put the ring in there. Let's not compute it yet. And books about venomous stonefish. Can we get anything else? Dollars. There we go. Of course it'd be Singapore. Singapore, Singapore. Okay, that's... No, I'm on San Marino. Venomous stonefish. Okay, I should probably have that as a clue instead of just stonefish. Singapore is strongly influenced by Chinese culture. 3/4 of the nation's residents are Chinese. And we have this guy on a hot air balloon. I like the colors used in this photo, this digitized photo of Singapore. And he changed his money to yen, which means he's going to Tokyo. Can we get any more warrant stuff? Checked out books about Commodore Perry, who kind of opened up trade between Japan and the West. Heavily invested in electronics. He had his driver along. That is definitely not a clue that I have. Tronics and Commodore Perry. So, he's got a limo. Let's make that known. Skargrainolt. We are now going to Tokyo. And, oh, okay. It's only Wednesday. Get a nice drink of tea there. And go to the museum. And there's Hot Air Balloon Guy again. A suspicious person was here and he was practicing Hindu meditations. That would be Kathmandu, because that's the only thing on the map here that makes sense. Plus, we have yet to be here on this case. We were there last time, but not this time. Nepal was closed to the outside world for centuries, but can now be reached by plane and road from India, Pakistan, and Tibet. There we go. Need another drink of tea there, all of a sudden. Let's go to the hotel. And if I could get that guy to show up in glitched out colors, that would be cool. The person you're looking for was here, and he wanted to know the exchange rate for dollars. Well, we're not going back to Singapore. And we're going to Montreal. So, now that we're in Montreal, based on the single clue that we have, it is now Thursday, 8 a.m. Hang Glider Guy is here, and I get that one song a lot. The person you're looking for was here and said he wanted to kayak down the Po River. The Po River. The Po River. Do I have that? Rome. Wow. That is not a clue that I have, and I accidentally selected Cairo. Well, we're going to find out if 50-50 works here. Also, I just now realized we've never been to Cairo in the entirety of this Let's Play. Pyramids built thousands of years ago by ancient Egyptian pharaohs are one of the chief tourist attractions of modern-day Cairo. So is ARA. I keep wanting to spell it as OAHS at the end. It's AOHS. Weird. Thankfully, spell check usually catches it for me. No, it is not Egypt. So we're going back to Montreal. And I believe we have to go back to Rome, Italy. I mean... Oh, cool, another new fact. Canada is a parliamentary democracy and is part of the British Commonwealth. Its capital, Ottawa, is located in the province of Ontario. So, we're in Montreal now. We've been to Kathmandu. Cairo wasn't it, so we have to go to Rome. And I will have to put the Po River in my notes. And I have a lot of things for Rome, Italy now. And it's Friday. So we got the Vile Henchman finally. And Mount Titano, I believe that is San Marino. That will take us at least 2 hours to fly there. Called it. That was not very far away. There's the guy in the sombrero. And he asked for a map of the Andes, or the Andes. Lima. Only place in South America we have, and that's where the Andes Mountains is. So, let's go ahead and go there. And we're shooting the gun now. So we're where we need to be. And there goes Scar Greynault. Here comes Scar Greynault back to prison. Again. So, we've returned to Viking Rune. I believe I have time for one more case, as always. 4 more cases until the next promotion, and the password is capital D, lowercase b, uppercase S. I love how I use capital and then uppercase. Sure, I'll go for another case. I could skip this song. I've never tried it. It's not like it's that long anyway. National treasure stolen from Paris. It's the Mona Lisa. Male suspect reported the scene of the crime. We know what to do here. We always know what to do here. Let's go to the first place we can go to, which is the Sport Club again. He was going to search for a lost Incan city. The jewelry he wore was stunning. Something tells me we're going back to Lima. I need to remember that this guy wears jewelry. Oh, wait, it's blonde hair that I can do it with, too. Not jewelry. And Lima. Yeah, it is Lima. Incan agricultural practices. Let's agricultural practices. And let's see if we can't get another thing for the warrant in the foreign ministry. He had been invited to a reception for the president. So, Lima it is. I like how the president clue makes it so that New York is a place we can go to. It's the wrong place, but it's still a place to go to. So, let's go to the museum, see what's going on. And we're obviously on the right track. A suspicious person was here and he planned to take a census of birds of the Northwest Territories. I believe that is Montreal, Canada. It is. I just had to check to see if I had that in my notes at all because I don't remember it. He had black hair. And he checked out books about Sir Alexander Mackenzie. First of all, Sir Alexander Mackenzie is being added to the notes for Montreal. And we are putting the black hair in the warrant. We finally have Fast Eddie B in our sights. That's right, we're going to Montreal. Let's just go ahead and do that before I forget. Because I know I'm going to forget. Alright. Dossiers. Fast Eddie B. Who I swear looks like Charlie Chaplin. Matter of fact, he does. Fast Eddie B. Male. Raven-haired or black-haired. Hobby is croquet. And he is a world-class croquet player. He drives a convertible. And he always leaves a diamond stick pin at the scene of his crimes. Which means he has jewelry. He is a impeccably dressed jet setter and likes Mexican food. So, let's go to the hotel here and see what we can do. I heard he wanted to know about cruises on the Rio Grande River. He mentioned he liked Mexican food. So it looks like we're going to Mexico City. Because I know that the Rio Grande is near Texas. Mexico is about 3 times the size of Texas and has terrain ranging from rugged mountains to harsh deserts and tropical lowlands. And this guy's looking around. Obviously, he's doing something. He planned to swim in the Indian Ocean. Well, that's a good clue, and that takes us to Colombo in Sri Lanka. Let's go ahead and go to the hotel, where we find out that he plans to vacation on the Black Sea. The Black Sea. Is it Istanbul, not Constantinople? It is. I had to check my notes for that one. And Turkey, which has hot, dry summers and cold winters, is ringed by high mountains on all but the western border. We did read that one already. And I just now noticed I'm past 20 minutes, but I will finish this case up and watch this guy go by in a hot air balloon. He changed his money to pounds. That will make this either Cairo or London. It's Cairo. In Cairo, the capital of Egypt, the old and the new live side by side. Not far from the modern city are the famous Sphinx statue and the ancient pyramids. So let's go to the bank. Again. Now that we can. And he changed his money to yen, which means we're going to Tokyo. Tokyo, the capital of Japan, is overlooked by Mount Fuji, one of Japan's most famous sights. And there's our knife. And there's our suspect. So, that's 3 cases down in 20 minutes-ish. And once again, the guy is inexplicably in a wheelbarrow. We finally apprehended Fast Eddie B for the first time in this Let's Play. We've returned to Mona Lisa. And I think we have 3... We have 3 more cases until the next promotion. And we have a new access code, uppercase F, lowercase b, uppercase R. And we will be ready for our next case in the next video. Join me next time where we try to go from investigator to ace detective. Once we reach ace detective, we will be at the highest rank that we can be. Once that happens, we have 10 more cases left. On the 10th and last case, as ace detective, we go after Carmen. So we are almost 2/3 of the way through the game now. So that's something. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!